Heavy rain on Thursday, July 31st, 2025, led to flooding throughout several areas of Montgomery County. At the intersection of Bradley Boulevard and Mercy Hollow Lane in Potomac, floodwaters quickly overtook the roadway. Corporal Megan Wyatt was on her way to another call when she drove into the area and saw a vehicle trapped in the water. While Corporal Wyatt was assessing the situation, a second vehicle entered the floodwaters. The car was swept away and pushed into a guardrail. Now 2 vehicles were trapped in rushing water. From more than 200 feet away, officers could see that one of the vehicles was almost completely submerged. A 12-year-old boy climbed on top of the SUV to stay above the water.
I knew I had to do something. I saw a problem on my hands and realized these people were desperately looking for help. They were screaming for me to save them. I had nothing but, a chance. I had to take a chance at it. I immediately stripped down my gear. I knew, I had to do something at the end of the day. I had to try.
Corporal Wyatt entered the water. Sergeant Gary Gard arrived shortly after, followed by Officer Christopher Aversa. Dashcam video shows the officers using ropes as they tried to reach the vehicles.
When I arrived, I immediately realized, oh man, this is gonna be a disaster because the water was so high. Having worked with Corporal Wyatt for 8 years now, I knew her radio tone of voice, and this was clearly elevated, asking for additional units. And it took forever for me to get there to begin with, and then when I saw the situation, I was like, I didn't even see the car that she was talking about at the time. I just saw water everywhere.
Corporal Wyatt had already removed her belt and told Aversa she was going into the water. He told her she was not going alone.
Hold on, Meg, do not go without. No, we gotta go together.
Sergeant Gary Gard joined them as they tried to reach the vehicles.
So I kept repeating, I was like, we're not going to make ourselves victims too. We got to help these people. We're not going to become victims that need to be rescued as well. And at that point, we were trying to stay as close together as possible and work as a team to get as far forward as we could while staying on the roadway to get the rope line to the people in the vehicle.
The current was strong. Debris and logs moved through the water. The officers pushed objects away to keep from being pulled downstream. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue's swift water rescue teams were en route. Firefighters Levi Freeburn and Kevin Jacobson arrived along with Captain Linehauser.
We were the first heavy unit that arrived on scene, and we arrived with one of the small boat teams. And this is where I have to commend the police, right? The only other units that were on scene of this call were on the opposite side of this intersection, and it was the police units. So when I hopped out of the fire truck, I'm assessing the situation. I very clearly see a single vehicle in floodwater. But as I look across this intersection, I can see the police motioning downstream of where this vehicle is. And in my mind, I'm saying, what are they pointing at?
Firefighters deployed boats and began working through multiple rescue plans. They were dealing with 2 vehicles, 6 occupants, and fast-moving water.
I listened to the radio traffic the entire time, and when Captain Linehauser got on the radio, not once but twice saying, I need the closest boat resource or swiftwater resource here now. We knew that it was on. When I got on scene, I was the 3rd boat on scene, and the first 2 units had already gone through Plan A and Plan B, and they didn't work. And so at that point, we were moving down the line and going to Plan C and just continuing to change our plans up. Because we had 2 vehicles, both had 3 people, 3 occupants each. And we had to get them out one way or the other.
Rescuers were able to remove the occupants from both vehicles.
So when I did find out once the water was receding, and noticed that not only 1 kid was there, but there was 2 children in the back seat. It was a huge sigh of relief. I was really counting my blessings.
The response required coordination between police officers and firefighters working in fast-moving water.
Everything that we do, not just with this call, everything we do is a team effort. Like police and fire, it's always a team. We work better when we work together. We're the ones that ended up in front of the camera, but this was a big team effort. Everyone on scene that day, deserves, recognition.
That afternoon, 6 people were safely rescued from rushing floodwaters. The Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce honors these officers and firefighters with the Silver Medal of Valor for their professionalism, teamwork, and commitment to protecting the community.